Welcome to The Explainer. Today, we're taking a deep dive into modern Punjab, a region that is just humming with change. We're going to connect the dots between what might seem like random headlines to show you the bigger picture, a story of incredible progress, really deep-seated conflicts, and a powerful search for identity. So, this is the big question we're tackling. How can one place be dealing with so many contradictions at the same time? I mean, on one hand, you've got cutting-edge AI being used to save lives, and on the other, you have disputes that go back to age-old traditions. All of this while trying to figure out its place in the world. Let's see how all these pieces actually fit together. Okay, so first up, we're going to look at how the state itself is getting involved. The government is really taking a hands-on approach here, using brand new tech and super focused programs to solve some major challenges in public health and welfare.
35,000. Now just let that number sink in. According to reports, that's how many lives have been saved by Punjab's new Road Safety Force, the SSF. It's a huge sign that this kind of direct government action is actually working. So, how in the world are they pulling this off?
Well, the secret here isn't just throwing more patrols on the road. It's about being smarter. The SSF is using artificial intelligence to analyze traffic and basically predict where accidents are going to happen before they do. They've got officers with high-tech speed guns and body cams to keep things transparent, and an electronic fining system, an echelon, to make the whole process way more efficient. It's pretty much a complete tech upgrade for a very real-world problem.
And it's not just road safety. The state is also going head-to-head with the massive issue of drug use. This School Nashian Virut curriculum. It's this huge, really well-structured program aimed right at high schoolers. The goal? They're trying to reach almost 800,000 kids in over 3,600 schools. And this isn't your typical boring assembly. It's a 27-week program that uses interactive sessions and even role-playing to really connect with students on an issue that is, frankly, life and death.
And this intervention also extends to the most vulnerable. In the city of Mohali, a program called Project Jeevan Jyot 2 is actively working to rescue child beggars. But the whole point here isn't just about giving them shelter and a meal. It's about creating a real path forward, with education and proper health care. It's another part of this bigger, top-down push for social improvement.
Okay, but government programs are really only half the story. Because at the same time, Punjab is an absolute hotbed of legal battles and political fights. The courts have become the main stage where these intense conflicts over personal rights, land, and even reputations are being fought out.
Take this statement from Amritpal Singh, who's being held under the National Security Act. He's facing allegations of drug use, and he's actually agreed to be tested, but, and this is a big but, he says it has to be under court supervision. He doesn't want the police involved because he's worried they might try to coerce him. This really throws a spotlight on the tension between state power and an individual's fight for what they see as fair process.
This tension also boils over when it comes to land. In Ludhiana, you've got a government development plan on one side, but on the other you have local farmers who are dead set against a land pooling scheme in their area. And of course, it's become political. The local BJP is sided with the farmers, even promising to take their fight all the way to the governor.
And then you have this case where celebrity, social media, and the law all collide. The High Court has given the green light for a defamation case to move forward against actor and MP Kangana Ranaut. And it all started with a tweet she posted way back in 2020 about a farmer activist. It's just a powerful reminder that what you do online can have very real and very long-lasting legal consequences.
So, let's move away from the government and the courts for a minute and talk about the community itself. This is where you can really see Punjab at a crossroads. It's a place that's capable of these incredible displays of unity, but also some really deep and painful social divisions.
10 million. Just think about that for a second. That's the staggering number of devotees who are expected to come together for the 350th martyrdom anniversary of Guru Tegh Bahadur. It is just a massive, powerful display of collective faith, with events and community kitchens, langars, planned all across the state.
But then, in a really stark contrast to that image of unity, you have this: a social boycott. This is a traditional and honestly a very severe kind of community punishment. It basically means an entire village decides to just erase a person or a family. They cut them off from everything, socially and economically.
And that's exactly what is happening right now in Gawati village. A couple decided to get married, but they're from the same village, which goes against a local custom. Now they're facing a social boycott from their whole community. The case has ended up in court, and it's become this textbook battle between modern, individual choice and the power of these deeply rooted local traditions.
All right, for our last piece of the puzzle, let's zoom all the way out. Because Punjab doesn't exist in a bubble, right? Its story is tangled up with global forces, everything from international borders and migration to global business.
Over 1,700. That's the reported number of Indian nationals, a lot of them from Punjab and nearby Haryana, who were deported from the U.S. in 2025. It's a tough number to hear, and it's a stark reminder of the immense challenges and the very real heartbreak involved in global migration.
But it's not all tough news on the global front. There's also a big push for business. The region is trying to proactively connect its local economy to the rest of the world. In fact, the shared capital, Chandigarh, is getting ready to host a major summit for small and medium-sized businesses, linking them directly to the national Make in India initiative.
So after all that, we come full circle. We've seen a state using AI while its people challenge ancient customs in court. We've seen these massive displays of faith right alongside bitter social disputes. A region reaching for global opportunities while dealing with global heartaches. The real question for Punjab's future, then, probably isn't about whether heritage or ambition will win. It's about how on earth it's going to build a new identity from all of these competing and sometimes collaborating forces.